Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. We miss you very much and hope to see you soon. Today I'm going to be making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a sliced apple and some chocolate milk. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the ingredients out and materials I need and tools that I need to make my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm going to first grab a plate. And I'm also going to get myself out the peanut butter and the jelly from my pantry and refrigerator. I'm also going to need utensils to make this, so I'm going to grab a knife from the drawer. Another thing I like to have when I'm making a sandwich, especially peanut butter and jelly, is a paper towel. And last but not least, I need bread. So I keep my bread over here inside a bread box on my countertop. So I'm going to bring the bread right on over. This box you guys can see. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the twist tie on my bread. I'm going to get out 2 pieces. And I'm going to put them on my plate. Then I'm actually going to go ahead and close my bread. And I'm going to go put it back. So you have 2 pieces of bread here. And what I like to do is I like to put peanut butter on one and jelly on the other, and then I stick them together. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the peanut butter. You're going to open your jar of peanut butter, and you're going to get out a little scoop, just like that. And you're going to take your bread, and you're going to spread it all across your bread. Now I like a lot of peanut butter, so I'm actually going to grab a little bit more and spread it on. And make sure you cover your whole piece of bread. Just like that. Then, this is where I use my paper towel. I wipe off the peanut butter. That way I can just use the same knife for my jelly. Close the peanut butter lid, make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to open the jelly. And this is a brand new jar, so I'm going to stir it just a tiny little bit. So jelly is kind of hard to get out with a knife, so I like to go over to my piece of bread, and I like to kind of scoop a little bit out onto the bread. Then I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the peanut butter. I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to spread the jelly all over the slice of bread, all the way to the corners. Oops, dropped a little bit, that's okay. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my peanut butter side and my jelly side, and I'm going to put them right together, just like that. So that the peanut butter and the jelly are both on the inside. And then I actually like to have my sandwich cut into 2 pieces, so you can do this 2 different ways. You can cut it right down the center to have 2 pieces, or some people like to cut theirs diagonal. So I'm going to cut mine right down the middle. Use my same knife that I was using, and I'm going to cut it right down the center. Now I have 2 pieces. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put my knife to the side, and I'm going to put the peanut butter and jelly back in the pantry and the refrigerator. I keep my jelly right up here on the top shelf. So the next thing that I'm going to add to my lunch is a sliced apple. So I'm going to get my apple out of the refrigerator. I like my apples cold, so I keep them in the refrigerator. But you don't have to keep an apple in the refrigerator, so you might find it in a different place in your house. So what I need for this is I need an apple slicer and my apple. Now, if you don't have an apple slicer at home, you can also use a knife, but you need to ask your parents for help if you need to use a knife. So my apple slicer I keep right here in this drawer. It looks like this. And what the apple slicer does is you put it right on top of the apple and it cuts out the core for you. That way you don't eat the core. So I'm going to use my cutting board that I keep right here. I'm going to bring it over so you guys can see. So this apple, I'm going to place the apple slicer right on top, right over the core. I'll show you guys so you can see. Just like that. And then I'm going to use both hands, and be careful you don't want to touch these parts because they're sharp to cut. I'm going to push straight down, and it sliced my apple. So I'm going to take all these pieces, just like this. I'm going to put them on the plate, and then I'm going to take the core out of the apple slicer, and I'm going to put this in the trash, and then I'm going to set this aside. The next thing that I'm going to put with my meal is going to be my drink. And I love chocolate milk, so I'm going to make some chocolate milk. So I'm going to move my cutting board back over here. I need to get out a couple of ingredients and tools. So I need a cup, I need milk, and I need chocolate syrup. So I'm going to go get those things. Here's my cup. I'm going to grab the milk, and I also keep my chocolate syrup in the refrigerator. Now, if you don't want chocolate syrup, you can always use other things like strawberry, or you can even just have plain milk. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pour in my milk. I'm not going to make a full cup, maybe just 3/4 of the way. So make sure that you have a good hold on the gallon or half gallon when you're pouring your milk so you don't spill. I'm going to twist off the top, set it down. I'm going to use both hands to pour my milk into my cup. Just about there. Remember, you can't fill it to the top or you won't have room for your syrup. I'm going to close the milk. I'm going to set it to the side. And then I'm going to take my chocolate syrup. Now, some people like their chocolate milk with just a little syrup, and some people like a lot. I'm kind of right in the middle. So I usually do 2 squeezes. So I turn my bottle upside down, and I do 1, 2. Now you might be able to see the chocolate syrup's at the bottom right now. I'm going to set this to the side. And I forgot to get out a spoon to stir my chocolate milk. So I'm going to walk over here and get myself a spoon out of the drawer. And then I'm going to stir up my chocolate milk. You can see the chocolate coming off of the bottom, and it's mixing in with the milk. And then I'm going to set my spoon to the side. Since I'm done with the milk and the chocolate syrup, I'm going to put those back in the refrigerator. Now, I have a few dirty dishes over here that I've set to the side. So I'm going to go, before I eat, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just rinse these off in the water. And I'm going to set them in my sink. Okay, it looks like I have all the parts to my meal. I think I should probably grab myself a napkin, and then I'm going to eat. There's my cat. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope that you can follow along and make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with an apple and maybe some chocolate milk. So I hope to see you guys soon, and love you all, and I miss you. Have a good day.